scholars, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to do a bit of an experiment, and I hope you guys are able to do this at home and show us how your experiment went at home. This is the Bouncy Egg experiment. For this experiment, you will need a jar with a nice lid that closes tightly. You will also need some eggs. We used ones from the grocery store for the experiment, and some white vinegar. Good morning, boys!
Good morning, Mama.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Are you ready to do the bouncy egg experiment?
Yeah.
Yeah! We have this egg. This is an egg. Are we allowed to bounce the eggs?
No.
What will happen to them if we bounce it?
I don't know.
It would crack and it would break and there would be egg all over the place.
Yeah.
So we are going to try and make a bouncy egg.
Yeah.
How are we going to do that?
Yeah, we have to bounce.
We can't just bounce it. We have to make it bouncy. Right now it would crack. Oh, and this is our other helper. Right there. So what we're going to do first is very carefully, Mackenzie, slowly take that very delicate egg and put it in the container. Don't drop it. Place it nicely. Put your hand up. Can you do that? Can you reach? Put it nicely in. Here, one. Thank you. Wait. Okay. Dorian, gentle. Put it very gentle. Two. Good, gentle.
I'll do it.
Okay.
And I do it.
And I will put one in too. Okay. All the vinegar over top of the eggs. All the way. Pour it all in there. All the way. Perfect. Is the vinegar covering the eggs?
Yeah.
What does it smell like to you?
It smells like pizza sauce.
It does not. But do we see how all the eggs are covered? Look at the eggshells. What's happening to the eggshell?
They're getting softer.
Well, they are, but look at the eggs. What's happening to the outside? What do you see? It's very tiny. Look down here.
They're
Look down
getting
here. What do you see?
they're getting frozen.
They're getting frozen. There's vinegar on there, but if you look, there's
Yep,
tiny
vinegar.
bubbles.
Yeah,
All on the outside of the shell.
vinegar. What happens if we put a little bit more vinegar in there?
Well, we don't need any more vinegar right now. But we're gonna put this in our fridge for, now one experiment said 24 hours and another one said 4 whole days. So maybe we'll check on it in 24 hours. We'll check on it tomorrow.
What are you gonna
And this is the beginning of our bouncy egg experiment.
Mama,
And put it in the fridge. Okay, this is part of our bouncy egg experiment. Take one out.
You broke that one.
Did you break one?
It just exploded.
Oh my goodness, you squished it. Oh, but still very interesting. Let's see what we got. Look at that. The eggshell just peeled right off. Check that out, Dorian. That's very weird, but this one worked. Look at this one. So if you kind of, if you scrape it, but look at it, it's squishy. But we don't want to do too hard, not too hard. It's squishy. Can you try and keep the shell out? Just kind of scratches. See how it scratches?
it's kind of like, whoops, and
Don't grab it, please. Squishy. Whoa. Look. Boing. So after we waited, I think it was 3 or 4 days, we noticed that the egg was quite squishy, but you could still see the air bubble. So you could still see what air was inside the air pocket of the egg, and it's now moving around. Here's the one, I tried to bounce it around and it popped, but the egg shell is very thin now and came right off. But the last egg that we had is still quite bouncy. I tried to scrape a little bit of the eggshell off, but I decided I would leave it at that. Well, now that we have a really bouncy egg, now I think it's time to test it out. Maybe bring it outside and see at what height it breaks. Corso's going to help us out. Oh, watch out, Biva. And Dorian is also going to be one of our witnesses. We're going to do a little bounce. Let's see, just a little bounce.
Centimeters or inches?
Doesn't matter.
How many centimeters?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah?
Just a little bounce, sure. It did not break, okay? A little bit higher. Go. Still bouncing. Okay, a little bit higher. Let's do like a foot higher.
No, that's
Whoa, let's do it. Let's do it. Extreme egg bouncing. And at just over a foot, our egg broke. And that concludes our bouncy egg experiment.